Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Yep, it's a little bit late. My apologies, but better late than never. Here I am. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We're going to start with the Wisdom of the Oracle. Then we're going to go to the Psychic Tarot, and then we'll just, we'll pull some Oracle cards from there, see what we can come up with. We'll throw some tarot at it. Let's take a look here. Thank you for those of you who are here for the first time or that are new. I hope you'll let me know in the comments that you are. I love to get your energy. Please exchange energy with me. It makes these videos very much more detailed, resonating, that kind of thing. Just want to know who you are. Get your energy a little bit. All right, here we go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Scorpio. We have come to the edge. Okay. Scorpio, something's about to happen here, I feel. We've cleaned it up. It's like you're supposed to be preparing for something right now. Yeah, that's what it feels like. So we've got pinks and purples, right? Crown chakra. Crown chakra. She's dancing on the edge. It's like her toe is hanging off the edge here. Come to the edge is card number 36. I'm thinking what I'm supposed to tell you is please look before you leap, because card number 36 is a 9, and that's all about Virgo energy. Virgo doesn't really do anything unless they really, well, I mean, Virgo, when it comes up in the sun, is a bit of over-exaggeration when it comes, when it comes to the details, right? Virgos can tend to get stuck in their details, and it kind of can make them a little bit crazy because they are so sure of what they're saying and doing because they've weighed it out against the numbers already. And so what I want to say is make sure that when you come to the edge and you get ready to jump, please make sure that you have looked over all the details. I don't know what those details are. Guess we'll find out. Come to the edge. So something is about to happen. It's like the universe is saying, come on. Yep, Charlie just went, come on. It's time for you to put your toes on the edge to see what is over there. There's hearts on this. Yeah, there's hearts falling from, what is that? It looks like a piece of mud that was pulled out of the earth and is in the sky. Somebody's got their toes off the edge. Yeah, we've got third eye energy and energy from the crown chakra here. You're getting some downloads, I feel. You're being told to come to the edge. It's time for you to move forward or move on or come to the edge because somebody is coming toward you or something is coming toward you. We've got movement, choices, and decisions. That card just showed up in the same placement in the Sagittarius reading. So if you have something to do with Sagittarius, please go take a look there. There might be something there for you. Ooh, okay. We've got a spiritual union. And we have light. Interesting, which is the sun. And we have power, which is strength. All right. Somebody here, I feel, Scorpio, that you're going to be making some important decisions this month. Important decisions about a spiritual union. It feels like you have a cup that you want to share with someone that you are connected to spiritually, energetically, psychically, whatever you want to call it. You can see that these two have their foreheads together, right? So I think that there's going to be changes in your love life or in some sort of a union. Maybe a union is coming to light. Yeah. Movement, choices, and decisions. You're going to have to make some decisions that are on the fly, I feel. About money, about relationship. We've got a couple of rings there. We've got money here. We've got a doorway that looks like it has maybe a flower or a rose that's closed, and then we have blue sky. So it really depends on what you want, right? It depends on what you want. Green would be earth. Air is the blue, right? Yeah, I feel like you're going to get some downloads or messages about coming to the edge for a spiritual union that's coming to light. That's what it feels like here. All right, let's get some Lenormand. What other information do you have for Scorpio, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio. Something is coming to an end. It's causing you to make choices and decisions. For some of you, you could have recently become single. 8 is about the self, and the 9 of Pentacles in the bottom right-hand corner tells me that you could have become single. Somebody could have lost a spouse. If you lost them to death, I'm really sorry if that's you. But I feel because of the sepulture, because of something that has died or something that has transformed or changed, I feel like you end up single. We have the the card number 32, which, and when I was looking at the 8, I was looking at the 8 of Cups down the bottom right-hand corner. The moon in the Lenormand is more about romantic things, romance, feeling each other, being connected, wanting to be connected, not really able, it's like a distant connection. You're not really in this person's energy, but it is all about romance, about things coming together for you in terms of planetary or it's like a spiritual union, you understand, right? So the spiritual union, I feel, is being put together for you by the universe. That's what it feels like. We have an 8 of Cups down the right-hand corner here, which is the, I feel that this person and you have been disconnected emotionally for a while. We have 8 cups here. We have 1 cup there. That's 9. This person is your wish fulfillment. But I feel like you are disconnected from them at this time, that you aren't necessarily speaking with them or on speaking terms. It may not have been because of anything bad. Maybe you just ghosted. Maybe you just blocked. Maybe this person was too an intense connection for you and you couldn't handle it. But just because you aren't talking with them anymore or aren't in their life anymore on a regular basis, it doesn't mean they stop feeling you. Yeah. Your person feels you. You feel your person. Stop denying it. It's the truth. You're one of the most psychic signs of the tarot. There's no way you're not feeling this energy when this person thinks about you. I feel like something's about to come together. It's like coming to the edge for a spiritual union. That's what it feels like, that you've lost on something, so you've had to make some different choices, some decisions, and you have to move along. We have the Ship. This could be you or this could be your person for sure. We've got card number 29. This person, whoever they are, feminine or masculine, they are your person. We've got card number 11. Yeah, master number. So we've got the Ace of Swords in the bottom right-hand corner. Somebody wants to speak to you. And I think you feel it, Scorpio. I think that you know that this person wants to speak to you. I'm not giving you any revelations. I think that you understand what's going on here. Or if you don't, you know that there's a feeling that you have never felt before, and it's a connection to somebody here that you've never had a connection like this with somebody before. This is a spiritual union. This isn't somebody that you saw at the bar and you're attracted to. This is someone that, no matter what they look like, you know that you have this spiritual union. Things may be about to get romantic, I'm just saying, in that spiritual union. Got the 6 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords, oops, Lovers, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Got the 10 of Wands in the reverse. We've got the 5 of Coins. Yeah, there's the disconnecting conversation here. Got the Lovers and Temperance. We need to bring this connection back into balance. That's what it looks like. Got the Queen of Swords. So somebody's been divorced. That's what it looks like. So possibly somebody's been divorced or is getting divorced in the future. They could be someone who's actually experiencing a separation right now. What I want to say is that something came to an end here, and in order to be able to deal with it, it feels like somebody has decided just to release some burdens. However, they're holding off ending the cycle. That's what I feel. It might be you, Scorpio, that you're the one that is keeping the cycle open. You don't want the change. You don't want the ending. But I feel like when we're looking at cycles ending, it's always good to let a cycle end, especially if it's full of wands, right? The 10 of Wands in the reverse is somebody who's avoiding change, somebody who's avoiding being accountable for whatever the things that they did. So it feels like you want reciprocity, but you don't want to have to be accountable for things that have happened maybe in the past, right? And it feels like the movement, choices, and decisions that you make a decision to end some sort of a relationship because there is something still that is unfinished here. Yeah. I feel like you're about to close a cycle here and carry on with the Ace of Wands, because the 10 is the end, right? The end of the cycle. You're going to carry on with the Ace of Wands. The reciprocity, I feel, the 6 of Coins tells me that you're feeling okay about it. Like, I don't think that it was the most terrible ending. For some of you, it could have been a divorce that in a relationship where you saw it dying. Or for those of you who are, this is just a date, maybe you were dating someone consistently and you just realized that you're just not the person for them, or they are not the person for you. And I think it's to do with the spiritual union here is what I want to say, Scorpio, that there's a heavy duty spiritual union here. I feel it. I feel it in my chest. I feel that you're, the thing is that anxiety and excitement feel like the same thing. So I wanted to say at first that I have anxiety, or I'm feeling anxiety for you, but it could be excitement. Yeah. Excitement about the spiritual union. It feels like somebody's thinking about moving forward and making conversation with someone that they haven't talked to in a while, someone they've been disconnected from, or someone that they've been on the outside of their life looking in. But I feel like somebody wants to open a new road of communication. Yeah. A new road of communication, and it feels like somebody here is going to communicate, going to call somebody. We got to clarify that and find out who the person is that you haven't been talking to. There is, I feel, a spiritual union that's coming to light here. The light is the sun, and so the sun is right next to card number 3, which is the ship. I see this card in many, many ways. There's so many meanings to the Lenormand cards. First of all, number 3 to me is could be a partnership, could be the number of the Empress for sure. The light is card number 19, which is a beginning, right? It is the beginning of seeing things for what they really are, being so clear that the sun is shining and you can see it all. There isn't a damn thing that's hiding from you here, Scorpio. You know it. It feels like you already know that this is a communication or a connection that you want. And it is up to you to go in to start healing this connection with the soulmate. I feel needs to be healed. We have a 10 of Swords, bottom right hand corner, 10 of Spades here. So I feel like there is a cycle of silence that's coming to an end with possibly an Empress. I feel it's coming to an end because you now have complete and total clarity of what it is that you want to do about this connection. I feel like you want to move ahead. Temperance is always yes. We have Sagittarius, we have Gemini. What else do we have here? This feels like the 2 of Cups. This is the sun, which is Leo. So you want to be seen. You want to be seen by this person. You want to connect with them. Yeah, I feel like the 10 of Swords is telling me it's the end of a bad cycle of being silent. That's what it feels like. All right, let's keep going here. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. If I said Sagittarius, I'm sorry. I just did a Sag reading, and I probably shouldn't do them back to back like this. I tend to get mixed up. So if I just said Sagittarius, that's not what I meant. I meant Scorpio. All right. All right, here we go. Let's take a look here. Oh, yes, right. Charlie said we got to read these this way. Yeah, so there's an ending of some sort of a romance that you had going on. I feel like you realized that this person wasn't for you, or they just didn't fit into your lifestyle or your way of life. And I feel like you end it with them and that you're headed towards the Empress. Or the person who is this card here, the Lovers. There's an emotional disconnect here and lack. Yeah. All right. Yeah, the Ace of Cups has come up in reverse here. Yeah. So this person wasn't your person. This was a karmic connection here, and it was supposed to end. This person was supposed to come to teach you about movement, choices, and decisions. So you were being tested by the universe, I feel, Scorpio. You were being tested in a way that you have gotten out of a thing, and then you start dating someone. That's what it feels like. But then the universe brings you someone who maybe is going to teach you some lessons, and someone who you may not fall in love with, but someone who's definitely going to teach you about reciprocity, going to teach you that it is really a good idea to end all cycles, right? To bring everything to an end and wrap up cycles rather than leaving it open, because you're just leaving yourself open to the harboring of more holding more of these wands, right? It feels like it's been heavy and you just need to drop it here. So we have the spiritual union here. Interesting. It brings up temperance. So again, we have the yes answer here to the spiritual union. And the spiritual union, I believe, is going to be very, very balanced. I feel like you two have been disconnected emotionally for a while, and it's going to take a phone call or an email or a text or something to get you back in touch. But Scorpio, I don't know that you're ready to do that. You're a fixed sign, Scorpio, and once you make a decision that you're not going to go over the line, you don't go over the line. So it's going to, I feel, take a change of attitude, a change of self. I feel that this relationship came to you to teach you how to change, move, choices, and decisions. You know, the thing is that we're all worried about our soulmate or our twin flame or whatever we see as being the apex of the relationship. The truth of the matter is, get you some karmic connections. You need to learn your lessons. There's no way you will ever be worthy of or find your soulmate or your twin flame if you don't go through the karmic connections as well. Now, that being said, you're making the decisions for yourself. I'm not saying to date willy-nilly, but I'm saying that please don't look at not getting into a relationship with someone because you don't think that they're your soulmate or your twin flame. Do it because you have attraction for them, or, you know, there's a reason that people are put in your path. And I don't feel it is, I feel like you should at least meet people and not turn them down immediately just because there are so many lessons that need to be learned. I feel like one of the lessons you're going through is how to change your mind. It's really tough when you're a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus, I know that. It's really tough to change your mind, okay? So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you ended up, it truly ended up that you just were not attracted to their energy. That's what it feels like, that you ended up not offering them the cup. The cup is in the reverse here. It's the emotion pours out. Maybe you had an attraction for them, but the attraction wanes. And then it feels like you want to move forward here and not have any regrets. You're going to close the cycle. You're not going to burden yourself. I don't feel like you're going to carry around these burdens for too much longer. I feel like you are going to eventually drop those burdens. Yeah, you're going to go. King of Wands is about action, right? That's what the king does. Takes action impulsively. So I feel like there is somebody that's going to make a decision on a moment's notice to connect with or reconnect with somebody that they've been out on the outside looking in of their life for a while. Been disconnected or blocked or ghosted or whatever it is. Figure it out for whatever situation works for you. I feel like you are... got the Knight of Swords. Something is about to change quickly. I feel like what's going on here is that you are... you no longer want to fight with this person. So it feels like that there may have been, you've got the Five of Swords in the reverse. You no longer want to fight or have this intense disconnect from this person. It feels like it was words that maybe were shared. It doesn't feel like character assassination or name calling or anything terrible. It just feels like you two really split on a note that wasn't comfortable. It was an uncomfortable split. And now there's been silence. And I feel like there is somebody here who wants to communicate. I think it's you, Scorpio, that you don't want to live with the silence anymore. We do have the Queen of Swords. We have the Six of Cups in reverse, and we have the Hermit, which is in the reverse as well. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's some words that need to be said between you and the Empress, quite likely. You could be divorced, or the Empress could be. That is the divorcee, the Queen of Swords. But mostly I feel like you have something to say. And I feel like you want to talk to the Empress. I feel like it's going to be a very specific, I want to say, specific conversation. And when I say specific, I mean it's not going to be emotional. It's going to be a head over heart conversation. The Six of Cups in the reverse, this person's wondering if you still consider them to be a soulmate, if you still even want to be friends with them, do you still even want to know them? This person wants to be seen by you, and they want you to see how much they've healed. This person wants you to see how much they've healed. Not sure why I was supposed to say that twice. Maybe it's you that feels like this person no longer fits the bill of a soulmate, or maybe you don't want to be friends with this person. Maybe now you want to be lovers, right? You don't want to be friends. You want to be lovers. This is someone that you've known for a long time. I feel like you two have been hermiting from each other. Maybe not hermiting in general. Maybe you're not sitting in your home with the doors locked and the blinds drawn, but I feel like you have been away from this person for a while, and this has given you and this person time to heal. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Gemini, I think I already said that. You could be dealing with Virgo, who is the Hermit. Could be dealing with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull out a few of these tea leaves, and then we're going to go into the extension because there's so much stuff here I still want to know. So we have this energy here, which is really very curious. So there is going to be a conversation, possibly with an Empress. I feel like it's to rise above the bullshit. And you know what? I know that that's not what this card says in the book because I've looked at it, but it's like somebody lifts themselves out of a chaotic situation and begins to move. It's like you're rising above the bullshit and you keep moving. So somebody here has decided, I feel, to just have the straight up conversation because they want to rise above the bullshit here. We really should talk about why the Six of Cups is in reverse and who the lover is. And also, why did this person ghost you? Why are you no longer talking to them? This person wants to talk to you now. Who's the spiritual union? Is it a Sagittarius? We have Temperance right there. Yeah. So come to the edge. So that's the reason why you're coming to the edge. You're being asked to come to the edge because there's some stuff you need to clear up. I believe in the month of December, there's some stuff you need to clear up here. What have we got here? We've got Inkpot, problems to be resolved. That's what we wanted to hear, Scorpio. Problems are going to be resolved if you decide that you want to come to the edge. Yeah. Or maybe your toes are off the edge already. We have August. For some of you, that could have significance. The number 8 is about the self. August, it could be something that began in August or something that will start in August. Something significant may have come to you in August. Maybe it's August. Maybe the month of August is the month that you picked to kind of go to the edge and see what's over there. It feels like it. You know what Charlie's showing me? He's showing me. Oh, what was that show now? Oh, I shouldn't do this to you because I never get the show names right. It's Tim the tool man, Taylor. And it's I'm looking at his neighbor looking over the fence. They're just their eyes over the fence, right? Remember the neighbor? For those of you who watched the show, Tim the Toolman Taylor, and I don't remember what the show was called. Nonetheless, if you know it, please put it in the comments. Okay, so let's go into the extended because we still have more tea leaves here. I also want to clarify some of this as we've already talked about, and we need to talk about what's going to be going on in the future. Absolutely. I'm going to be there in the extended. There is a link down below, the very first link in the description if you're interested. Also, if you're interested in a private read, I still have my sales on. My Black Friday sales will be on until the 15th of December. I'm going to go for now. I love you, Sag. Sag. See, I did it again. Scorpio. I love you, Scorpio. You know that I do. I'm out for now. Love you guys.